Good morning, students. I am Dr. K. Vijayalakshmi, lecturer in chemistry, Government College Autonomous, Anantapur. Today, I will discuss very important and interesting topic in phase rule chapter, that is water system. This topic very much useful for fourth semester BSc chemistry students. At first, we know the phase rule. In 1875, Willard Gibbs stated this rule. Phase rule state that at heterogeneous equilibrium, sum of phases and degrees of freedom always exceed the number of components by 2. This statement mathematically represents P plus F equal to C plus 2. Here, P means number of phases. Phase means phase is a part of a system. At equilibrium, it is physically distinct and mechanically separable. For example, I will take water. Water consists three forms: ice in solid state, water in liquid state, water vapor in gas state. These three states are equilibrium with each other. These three states physically identify with our naked eyes and mechanically separate by using temperature. At 0 degree centigrade, ice is separate remaining from two states, the same as at 100 degrees centigrade, water vapor is separate remaining from two states. Here, the phases are 3, P equal to 3. Next letter C. C means number of chemical components. The minimum number of composition can easily define phase. It expressed in the form of chemical formula. I will take same example, water. Water exists three forms: ice, water, water vapor. In all phases, its chemical formula is same, that is H2O. Here, the composition is same, C value equal to 1. Next letter F. F means number of degrees of freedom. At heterogeneous equilibrium, number of variables which can be identified independently without changing phases in the system. Here, variables are system conditions, temperature, pressure, concentration, like that. F value calculated by using these phase rule. Here, if F value gets 1, it means the system depends on only one variable. It is called univariant. If F value gets 2, the system depends on two variables. It is called bivariant. If F value gets 0, the system does not depend on any variable. It is called invariant and also called as zero variant. Next, coming to water system, water has three phases and one component. The three phases exist in the form of ice, water, water vapor. Here, water is in liquid form, ice in solid form, water vapor in gas form. In all three phases, its chemical formula is same, H2O. Here the component is 1. If the component is 1, that system is called as one component system. Here, water system is the best example of one component system. Water system depends on two variables, temperature and pressure. If plot between these two variables, we get phase diagram of water. Here, temperature takes in x-axis, pressure takes in y-axis. In this diagram, three important features are present: areas, curves, point. At first, areas. Here, we observe three areas: AOB, BOC, COA area. Here, the first area is AOB area. In this area, only solid ice is present. Here, phase equal to 1. Next area, BOC area. In this area, only liquid water is present. Here also the phase equal to 1, P equal to 1. Next area, AOC area. In this area, only gas state of water vapor is present. Here also the phase equal to 1, P equal to 1. In all areas, phase value equal to 1, component value equal to 1. These two values substitute in the phase rule, we will get F value equal to 2. This is called bivariant. It means F value 2 means in each area depend upon two variables, both temperature and pressure. Next feature, curves. Here we observe four curves, OA, OB, OC and OA dash curve. At first, OA curve. The OA curve present between solid ice and gas state of water vapor. These two are equilibrium in this curve. Here phases are 2, P equal to 2. The solid state of ice is directly converted to gas state of water vapor. Here there is no liquid state. This process is called sublimation. Here OA curve is called sublimation curve. Next curve, OB curve. The curve present between solid ice and liquid state of water. The curve has equilibrium between these two phases. Here phase equal to 2. The solid state of ice is converted to liquid state of water is called melt. Here this OB curve is called melting curve. Next curve, OC curve. The OC curve present between two phases, liquid state of water, gas state of water vapor. These two are equilibrium in this curve. Here also P equal to 2. The liquid state of water is converted to gas state of water vapor is called boiling. This curve is called as boiling curve. Next curve, very interesting curve, that is OA dash curve. It indicates dotted line. It is called metastable curve and also called as supercooling curve. This curve present between solid state of ice and gas state of water vapor. Here interesting concept is vapor is rapidly cooled below its freezing point and it converts into supercooling liquid form. This type of anomalous behavior is called supercooling of water. If this liquid is disturbed, immediately it will convert as ice crystals. This state is called metastable state. Here the phases are 2. In this curve, the phase value is 2 and C value is 1. These two are substitute in phase rule, we will get F value equal to 1. It is called univariant. If F value equal to 1 means the each curve depend upon only one variable, either temperature or pressure. Next one is point. Here at low pressure, that is 4.5 millimeter of Hg, and at temperature 0.0098 degrees centigrade, the all three phases meet at the point 0. This point is called as triple point. In this point, the three phases are in equilibrium. Here, the phases presented 3 and the component is 1. These two values substitute in phase rule, we will get F value equal to 0. This is called zero variant. Here, zero variant means the point does not depend upon any variable, that is temperature under pressure, because here the two values are fixed. If any value is disturbed, at that point any one of the phase will disappear. This is the concept of water system. I think you understood the concept. Thank you.